What's happening, y'all? So yeah, your boy back from being banned on TV for a fucking week. Some of y'all might remember the real world Mandela effect videos I did a while back, when I started noticing things like brown recluse infested my house. And I'd never seen a brown recluse in Connecticut in my life. I'd only seen them in North Carolina. Check this out. So yeah, you could tell just by the way that pattern is. See, them scabs have healed now. This was from a few days ago, this picture. But yeah, all them shits popped up literally at once. There's no reason I should have had scabs. And you see how they're all just like little dots? That's because the venom disintegrate flesh. Only reason I realized it was a recluse bite is because I had that one male that was textbook. You know, I know how to tell the difference between a false positive, like a wolf spider or orb weaver or anything like that. And after the third one, which I thought I killed, that looking back on it probably crawled up my leg and bit me. Right after that, this rash of scabs showed up. And the scabs were itchy and burned more than regular scabs. And the only reason that I realized that was probably that is because there's no scab, and I've had the worst road rash. I've had hella big-ass bad scabs from a lot of shit, and they never take longer than 6 weeks to go away. And this rash of little dots of scabs finally now just went away, and it popped up back in July or June. So because I had seen one verified 100% recluse, and two that I was almost 100% sure, but they were just in the dark, so I couldn't see them as well as that first one. Plus, the first one was a male, and they have a very striking appearance, to a point where when it comes to false positives, usually that applies only to the female recluses, because they tend to be less of a yellow, more of a dark brown. So when you've seen 3 recluses, killed 2 of them or 3 of them, and then you have the characteristic web. See, what recluses do, they don't spin a web. They just spin little strings of shit to hold themselves up. And they have very good eyesight. And the first time I think I seen a recluse, there was this one big-ass spider. And when I say it's a big-ass spider, I don't just say that. This motherfucker, half of him was like this up here. And he poked his head out, his front 2 legs, saw me, and went whoop, back down under that curtain. When I take this curtain down and leave up out this bitch, I swear to God, there's going to be a whole ecosystem behind that shit. That's why I got 5 of these motherfuckers. Because these the best fucking spider killers in the world. Yeah, that was there for like, it was like literally like a checkerboard pattern almost, of scabs. That was there for about 9 months. That popped up the same time them 3 recluses did. And when I look back on it, the one that like literally had a pattern to its movement, I didn't know that motherfuckers move like that. That was the one where the last one I saw was like, I didn't know if I stomped it. I saw a brown mark on my shoe, so I thought I did. Let me be clear. I gotta be clear. The third one, the one that I think I startled, and that's why it started moving like a boss battle in Contra or Diablo, that one was moving so fast that my eyes lost track of it twice. It did 2 figure 8s around me. Then it jumped. Well, it did something else too, but after that, it was like it was locking onto me. And then once it locked on, it was like it jumped. And it jumped so fast 3 times. It literally looked like it teleported. Put like this, with a jumping spider, you know how like it kind of looks like that, but you can track the movement? This was so much faster. But I'm guessing that motherfucker crawled right up my leg, bit the shit out of me. And I didn't realize it was a recluse bite till I put 2 and 2 together and said, well, it disintegrates flesh. You had this weird rash of scabs. It was like a rash of scabs where like just little dots of scabs all across my skin. And I'd seen a recluse bite before, and it's a scab. It's like a big ass lesion. And this was just like a bunch of little ass lesions. So I figure I'd share that with y'all. I'm lucky I ain't lose no limbs or nothing, because my bird mom was like, my friend just lost 3 toes from a recluse bite. And she live up in Illinois. So that should tell you something. You know how cold it get in Illinois. So if they got them there, I know it don't get as cold here, because I've been out in Michigan. I've been out here. I know in Michigan in winter it's very regular for it to get below 0. You feel what I'm saying? I remember chilling after school, and it was like -20, or not -20 now, but it was like consistently in the -7, -10. Like I remember like walking back from places like the store and shit, and feeling like my hands was just frozen, like my whole body frozen, like you shivering while you walking type shit till you really get used to it. So I know if they got recluses up there, and plus I know how to tell between them and a false positive. Because any type of false positive we have here is going to be like an orb weaver spider, which, keep in mind, stays in a web that's very neatly built. It don't look like that. That's recluse web. Like all that's recluse web, where it's just like a mess of line that's thrown around like that. That's classic recluse web, and they love attics. And this is basically a house that was built on top of what was just a garage. They love attics and garages. So, yeah, look at all that. I didn't even know that that's what that was till like I started seeing recluses, and now I started researching. Because what they do is they use it like a line to hold themselves up because they so top heavy. And they can climb a lot faster going up something than they can going down it, but they can't climb drywall. So, yeah, I just shared that with y'all. Back from being banned on TV. I had another video ready for y'all, but I realized it would have been factually inaccurate, so I had to do something different. But yeah, your boy lucky he ain't lose his leg or something, because then all that would have been useless. I would have been so pissed. If I couldn't skate no more because I lost my leg, you know how mad I would be? Fuck this motherfucking house with these brown. Nah, I love this house, but still, fuck this motherfucking shit with these recluses. I swear to God, I'm about to call an exterminator about this shit, but I'm gonna be mad if they be like, I'm gonna straight up ask them on the phone, y'all ever dealt with a recluse infestation? And if them motherfuckers say no, sorry, I need someone who has. Because I know it took 28 years of my life for me to, no, was I 28 at that time? Yeah, I was 28 at that time. It took 28 years of my life for me to see one of them shits in Connecticut. And the only reason I know for a fact that it was is because the first one was such a textbook example of a male. It was yellowish brown. The females tend to have like a bark-like complexion, but they're one of the spiders where there's not much of a size. Well, there is much of a size difference, but the males themselves tend to also be very big. Most spiders, the males are way smaller. Like the reason widows, which I know we have brown widows here, which are also a false positive for brown recluse, but the difference is they hang from webs. You know what I'm saying? And the reason they're called widows is because the gray widows, the white widows, yeah, that's not just a strand of weed, that's actually a real spider. The black widows, the brown widows, all the females is so much larger, and the male is always eating after he impregnates her. So, yeah, just all share that shit with y'all, man. I'm out there, bitch, man. Stay safe.